Welcome everybody to episode 2. I know how to do that. Anyway,
keep that.
episode 2. I don't know if I want to keep that shit. I don't know if I want to keep that shit.
Keep the vibes, man. But welcome to the pod. You know,
Episode 2, baby.
are we do we go with our tags or our real name? Like, are we mysterious? Like, is my rapper name Aristotle?
I'm gonna go by HP. I think you're gonna go by G because it's called the HP&G Podcast.
Of course. Yeah, why would we go by our tags? Hey, but you can follow
you walk
me,
around. I'm gonna walk around calling you what? What's up, Aristotle?
Ooh, that shit's hard though.
So what
name,
do people go by? Like, you just seen somebody, you call them. If you don't know somebody's name and you see them in public, do you just call them by their Instagram name? Is that appropriate?
Hey,
like, people got some wild ass Instagram names, dog. Do you just walk up to somebody you know them from Instagram or you know them from
what
Facebook?
Up, Little Finger?
You know somebody named Little Finger on there? Okay.
I didn't want to throw somebody out there like, nah, your name whack as hell, bro. You need to change that. But anywho, no, question though.
All right, let's go.
Have there ever been a time where you wanted attention, whatever attention is, whatever you call it, attention from your girl, right? Mm-hmm. And she rejected you. And the fans would love to know what happened.
You said the fans would love to know what happened?
Yeah, the last time, because you know they always
have I ever wanted attention from my girl and didn't get it?
Yeah, and she rejected you, like, because you know they always make it seem like girls always want attention, like that's not a thing that guys want. And me, I'm a Leo, I love attention with a passion, like that's like my favorite thing. Like, shoot, you pretend you like me.
I don't have that desire for attention like you have though, so my I don't need attention. Like, I'm cool being in my little bubble, and long you leave me alone. If I want something, I come to you. If you need something, ask me. It is what it is. But I'm cool with a little bubble, man.
So,
that's what I am.
Being that you like that, have there been a time where you was trying to snuggle up, or maybe you had wanted to talk on the phone, or maybe you had wanted to, I don't know, do anything, and she was just like, nah, I ain't feeling that shit right now?
Yeah, of course.
Tell us about
I don't know a specific time. Like, I just know it's happened. Like, it's happened in the past. There's been times where I wanted to either talk or just, yo, hey, look at me. I'm over here. You know what I mean? And they're like, and she's like, I don't know, watching Real Housewives of. I fucking hate that show. I hate that
Battle
show.
with the television. You can't stop it though. You can't stop it because that's kind of. It's not who they aspire to be, but at the same time, it's a small line where they're like, hell yeah. Like, just like we don't aspire to be fighters.
I just think it's drama. I just think females like drama and like they like gossiping and shit like that. Which is crazy to say because this is sort of a gossip type thing that we're doing right now, but it's not like the gossiping that I'm talking about.
I feel like we're more so talking about deep conversations that the masses would love to have, but they can't have because they don't have cameras and lights like we do.
All right, cool.
No, but like the only reason I brought up the attention thing because it's like when I was in a relationship, I feel like me wanting attention was more so like me trying to snuggle up, so type of situation. And she
and
like,
they want to snuggle up with you?
Nah, you can't get booty tonight. My period on. Something like that. Right?
I've never had that problem.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
But then it's like now being single, it's like, yeah, outside of texting, which I take shots in texting and it never works out. Girls hate texting me, so I don't even really do it no more. So now I've adjusted with the times, and when I'm on social media, I heart things. You know, like, oh, she looks good. Hit her with about 3-4 hearts, and it's like,
and what is that supposed to mean?
She'll be like, thank you, or you know. So now I get the little conversation.
They'll write back, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's when if they don't write back nothing, then that's them like, nah, go away. But if they hit you with a thank you, or you know, or
like DM thank you.
Yeah, they'll DM, okay. Or if they'll like one of your pictures back, then it's like, all right, cool, I could talk to her now. And that sometimes is the small amount of attention that I need to feel.
Social media has ruined us.
Or it's made us
us. No, it has ruined the natural communication between people. Like, you got to click on a picture of each other, and that's the way you know to start talking to them.
Would you rather me wait?
What do you mean?
If it wasn't for social media. So, all right.
No, okay. So it's not horrible, but I'll say it's on the path of ruining us. So it's on the path.
I was talking to my dog, right? And he was saying that the time where people were okay with just chilling, right, was a time before social media. when good vibes was all that mattered, and you didn't have to fly a girl to Tulum or to LA all the time. It's like originally before social media, back in the '60s and everything. That's when chilling was okay. You could chill in a relationship. You can't really chill in a relationship now. You got to work in a relationship now. But back in the days, like before social media, you didn't have that competition.
Chilling. What do you mean?
I don't know, cooking and being content with being in the house watching television
Why do you have to do more now because of social media?
because you see more now. It's hard to have a girl that's content with watching Netflix and chilling all the time when her best friends are going to Houston and it's like 30 pictures that's constantly on display.
Showing them
Yeah.
going to Houston, and she's not going to Houston.
And just and she's not. And just think, it's a person's
So
birthday
do something
every
else.
day.
Do something else.
But
Don't
see,
just chill all the time.
Before
But
social media, you wouldn't have to even worry
Nah,
about
I
it.
don't believe that. I believe before social media, people was doing more than chilling.
Keeping up with the norms. Or the
Just doing
Joneses.
them. Like
In the
everybody
60s?
don't just chill.
In the
I
60s?
don't know what was going on in the 60s. Hell, I don't know. I know we was doing different shit. We wasn't just. I don't know.
Wait,
I
so
can't
if
speak
they
on it.
asked you to be on
I'm an
Real
80s baby.
Housewives, if they came out with like Real Housewives of like South Carolina,
Yeah.
and your girl wanted to be on it, you wouldn't do it?
How much they paying her? Which is probably the question.
$100
yeah.
a year. That's why I hear
$100,000 $100,000 a year.
Yeah,
$100,000 a year.
to live and throw drinks on each other. I'll be lit. I'll be all through there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know. I despise that show so much because it just all they do. Literally, I gave it a chance with my girl. I was just sitting. I gave it a chance, and like all they do, argument every 5 seconds. Somebody got a problem with somebody else every 5 seconds, and I feel like it messes with females' heads. Like I feel like that's what they think is the norm, and that's normal to have. Like those confrontations all the time. I feel like they think that's a normal thing.
Or they're
now,
just
if they keep
confrontational. They could just be confrontational people.
yes, that's true as well. That's true as well. But I don't think that watching that is doing anything
They're like, it's helping.
for it. Like I don't think that's helping in any way.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. The only way that could be true if not social media, but if reality television shows was making females feel like it was okay to argue because they watch girls argue all the time, that would be like saying Stevie J, Ray J, and Joe Budden on reality shows is making like niggas hoe all the time because we watch them do it and they like have threesomes and getting girls pregnant on the side constantly. And it's like, if that's okay for them, then that would be okay for us. But you don't feel like it's that extreme for them, so you shouldn't feel like it's that extreme for females. But moving on to the next conversation.
What?
Yo.
What?
So, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, right? They're dating.
Mhm.
Super big to the culture. Is
Cool.
that what ASAP need to get his career back on track?
I don't think his career is off track
Why not?
because I feel like you're just looking at like his music career,
Yeah.
but he has other things. He's definitely into fashion. He's a model.
Well, what about if I was talking music career specific? Right? And so, because it's like,
Is he
technically,
having a bad
that's-
music career?
Yes.
Yeah, he's just probably
Yes.
not out there like that. I
He
don't.
don't even do music anymore.
And that could
really.
be his choice. What if that's his choice to not focus on music
Well,
right
that
now?
would be ending his music career.
It's-
So
it's-
do you think-
ASAP Rocky's at a level where he can start and stop his music career when he wants to.
Can he? I feel like the last.
I feel
time
like
we
he
saw-
has. I feel like he has enough fans out there to do that.
He's been on a constant decline. Every album he drops, he's going from like 120 to like a.
Now I will say I
75
do
to
not.
a
I'm not
65. Listen,
avid
mhm,
ASAP. I used to be. I
mhm,
actually have a
mhm,
poster.
mhm.
I have an ASAP Rocky poster in here somewhere. Matter of fact, there you go.
You
It's
talking
behind the
ab-
camera. You can't see it.
You talking
But-
about how you used to listen to
I
him,
did
but
used
don't
to-
listen to him anymore.
Right, I
Proof
don't.
of
Right,
point.
you're right.
Yeah, I feel like everybody used to listen to ASAP Rocky. It used to be cool. It used to be a thing. Now they kick people out of the groups. It's different.
Okay, so you're asking, does it help his music career?
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps his music career. It probably helps his people, him being out there again. Like just I don't know his what do you call it?
If he drops
His face value out there.
If
now,
he drops an album and it sells over 150,000 copies,
it's because of Rihanna.
It's because of Rihanna.
I might give you that. I might give you that. I might give you that. If A$AP Rocky drops an album and it sells over 150,
he gonna come out with a song with Drake and Chris Brown and it's gonna go dumb. I'm telling you.
That would be crazy.
See,
that will
A&R
crazy. But they've been around each other for a while now. Like
who? All three of them?
No, A$AP and Rihanna.
It's just I feel like celebrities always show me that they're more of a man than me because it would be hard for me to cuff a girl that I knew like 3 or 4 people.
You wouldn't cuff Rihanna?
If I made songs with Chris and Drake, it'd be one thing. Like, all right, yes, I would. She's rich as hell, gorgeous.
That's the first thing right? You go to. She's rich as hell.
Yeah. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm like,
who
would turn down Rihanna? Like, regardless of how I feel about how she looks, I could not even like her type of female and be like, you know.
I feel you, dog. Go ahead.
No.
No, I don't want to shame you for your like choices and shit. Like you like what you like. I'm hands down. If I wasn't in my situation, I was around Rihanna. Like, come here.
But like, if I knew like a couple of homies that hit, it would be hard for me to cuff.
All right,
be hard.
Yeah. Hard. All right. Cool.
And you made songs.
You're
with
right.
them.
You're right.
It's not even like they randoms. Like like like
right.
fucking problems.
I can't cuff a girl that homies done hit. That's rough.
That's rough.
That's rough.
And you see it. And then you like, no, you
that homies done hit? Like close homies? That close homies?
Because I feel like every time they see you, they're going to be thinking about, I hit.
And that just sucks, dog. It's like,
look at my favorite couple. Y'all come here. Don't you touch me. Yo, but I'm telling you, that's exactly,
She wouldn't be allowed to be like friends that she would be with one of your boys. Like,
I don't believe in female male friendship.
I do, because I have female male friendships. Shout out to my homies, you know what I mean? What up?
So like, if they move a certain way, you don't look at their butt? What? Like, are you saying like?
But everything.
That's natural.
I mean, I feel you, but that's not on my mind. Like when these are real friends. I feel like it's important for males to have female friends, at least a couple of them, because you learn a lot from female friends. And it's like, yeah, it's hard to have female friends because of the natural, way we are. But I have devoted myself to having these female friends. Like, these female friends are my female friends, point blank, period.
See, that's what I like about you. You're very disciplined, right? And I commend you on that. But sometimes I feel like there's a difference between being disciplined and unrealistic, right? So to say you have a female friend. Yeah. She don't think of her that way at all. Y'all having a good ass conversation. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Bet she gets up and walks to the bathroom. The first thing I'm gonna do is look at her ass, and that's something that I can't break. And I see girls look at girls' asses, so I feel like that's a thing. So it's like, yes. So female and male friends, we're having a great conversation. It's gonna be hard for me to, especially if I'm attracted to you. You can't. You can't not try to smack. Not even necessarily try, because it could be a female friend that you find attractive that do not want you, but in your mind though, deep down, like if she like right now in the middle of her conversation, if she pulled out a titty, I'll lick it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know when you want somebody.
Well, if a female friend a female person that you call a friend just pull out their titty in front of you, like on some shit like that, that might not be your full-fledged friend. Yeah, she might be wanting some other shit already. You know what I mean?
I got a question. If your girl was hanging out with a guy that in her mind, she knew if that guy tries me, I'll sleep with him, would you let her hang out with him?
Wait, say that again?
If your girl had a male friend and in your girl mind, she knew that if I hang out with that male friend, I'll sleep with him, would you let her and him hang out?
No, why the fuck would you do that?
So that's how I feel about females and males, because even if a female has a male friend, the entire time the male friend is thinking, if she let me, I'll hit that thing. And that's why I don't believe in it. That's why
I don't. I'll say I'm opposite on that, because
I am single too though. So.
Right, but it ain't even that. It's the fact of like I cherish the friendships that I have with these female friends. And if that was to happen, the relationship is going to be totally different, right?
Mm-hmm.
That relationship has now changed to something else that now you don't have what you had before with this friend, right? This is more than a friend now. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can have like fuck buddies. You can call them like your friends and shit like that. Like, yeah. But now this relationship, there's been something else.
Tainted. Yeah,
It's
it'll never
tainted.
go back
It's
the same.
tainted. Yeah, it won't be the same.
And I feel
So if you cherish, which like I do with my certain female friends, if you cherish these friendships with them, you wouldn't even go there. Like if she was like, "Yo, what's up?" I'll be like, "Fuck you talking about?" Like, nah. I mean, and we just wouldn't be able to be. I would turn it down.
you would turn it down.
I would turn it down.
Could you go back to still being friends? Would you just pretend like it didn't happen?
I don't know. I wouldn't pretend like it wouldn't happen. I mean, then again, we are friends, so I would be like, "Yo, what's up with that?" Like, I feel like there's a floor, there's a space there to talk about. Like, yo, what the fuck was that?
Let's
shit?
make it dark. Would you tell your girl that it happened?
Yes, I would.
You lying, nigga.
What are you talking about?
I would not. I'd be like, what? Oh, man, first I tell my friend, you crazy. You know she'll kill both of us. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, real talk. Yeah. Real shit.
Especially if your girl kind of was like, are you sure? Because most girls, they question it. Even when they be like, so what's the story? Like, they want to hear the background. And you like, nah, it ain't like that. And then the girl try you? Oh, no, I wouldn't even let her be able to. She'd probably just disappear. Like, I'll just stop talking to the girl. And my girl be like, oh, what happened to her? I'd be like, I don't even know. You know how girls get when they find new niggas and shit. You then let it go. It's like, nah. I definitely tell my girl, too.
Right. I'll tell you, right. For real. That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's some shit that I've thought about. And I was like, yo, nah, I couldn't do that because I actually like this girl as my friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of dope to have female friends. And coming from me, I don't have any sisters. Like, I grew up with no sisters. Only female around me in my household was my mom, right? So I grew up with, I got 4 other brothers, right? So having a female there to be able to talk to know what the fuck's going on with females and shit like that is kind of dope.
It's dope.
For me. Like, you got sisters. You know what I mean? So you know what's going on with all that.
I think that desensitized me. Right,
I got
100%. I got 5 sisters.
I think that
so
has definitely.
Like,
you're not the only brother. Yeah,
no, I got one little brother, but he's the youngest of the lot. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, I definitely feel like I don't think I cherish them the way I should sometimes. Mm-hmm. Only because I'm used to being around them. I feel like they're regular people, just like I'm a regular person. Because girls is just like guys, really. And, well, I feel that way. Heavy.
But see, I had to learn that later on. See, you probably know that growing up with sisters. Like, I didn't grow up with any girls in the house, so I'm getting around girls in school and stuff, and I'm like, how the fuck do you work? Like, what's going on with you? You're a lot different than me. So, yeah, I got girl cousins, but my family is like real heavy on boys. Like, I got a few girl cousins, but my family is real heavy on boys. So it's like, it wasn't a lot of girls growing up around me. You know what I mean? Just to all jokes aside, you have to tell your girl if something like that does happen.
Yeah, no, for real, you do. I would hate to be the guy. I feel like that's equivalent to being the guy that comes in a party with a girl and she sees guys that she slept with, but she don't tell you. Yeah. And they interact, and you move in, they might come up and talk to you. And if you don't know, but it's like, I would want to know.
And you sitting there talking to this dude with a hit, and you think it's all good and shit. And it's like, yeah, that's some grimy shit.
Yeah, it
happens. That ever happens. I know it happens every day.
I know it's bad because Drake had to put it in a song about being like, in the club talking to a girl. And it's like, did you talk to him? I try not to be insecure, though. And I wouldn't care, but I would want to know. Just so, you know.
Just so you ain't out here looking stupid.
Yeah. I feel like your name is everything.
Sense. That makes sense.
I'm heavy on the name.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm, for sure. Mm-hmm. Name does mean everything.
Because they won't respect you if they don't respect your girl.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Very much so.
You could have respect for a person and then lose respect for him because he got poor female selection. And you could have a dude that you think is a clown, but he's always talking to gorgeous, beautiful bitches. And you'll be like, I respect him.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it be like that.
Or you would be like, you wouldn't respect him and try to go holler at his girl because you think you could take it from him.
That is true too.
Yeah.
It all depends on if she fold or not. If she, be like, nah, I got.
Yeah, if she don't fold, then you respect like, yo.
Nah, you look stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
And you'd be like, I knew
that. Hey, yeah, definitely. Hey, but on another note, so I had a question, not a question, but so I think everybody has seen, or a lot of people have seen the video. I don't know. I guess it took place in Atlanta with the black owner of the restaurant. He came up to this group of females who were twerking in the restaurant and was like, "Yo, stop that shit!" and like cussed them out and shit. Was talking dirty to them, like crazy. And like, I think I have a different viewpoint than a lot of people. Like, I don't know the whole situation. So all I know is these girls was twerking in the restaurant.
In
the
restaurant where they was serving Douce.
Nigga, so what does that mean?
Like,
anyway.
While they're playing like 99 2000, girl, you look good back then.
That's what they was playing?
I don't know if that's true.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to tell you some facts. I'm about to tell you exactly what I know about the situation before I just start, put my opinion out there. I still have my opinion. All right, so all I know is I seen the camera angle. It looked like it was a pretty nice restaurant. The dude came up. He was saying, yo, I put a lot of money into this restaurant. Like, stop that shit. Stop that twerking and shit. If you want to twerk, go next door to where you could twerk at. Or twerking is a known thing. You go in there and you shake your ass over there, but not in my establishment. And he said it real grimy to him, like real dirty. Like, I thought it was a little heavy. Yeah. But I think I would have to agree with him.
It's like an unappreciative friend. That's what he was being. Like, we're coming to your establishment. We're like, the vibe is so good. We could party, dance, chill. No. And now that we're having a good time spending our money, you want to be like, nah, y'all need to dumb that down.
That's fine, but carry yourself. If I had an establishment, a restaurant, and like my intentions was not for it to, the image of my restaurant was not for it to be a twerk fest. Like, I wanted to have a good restaurant. I'm putting my name out there, you know what I mean, for a restaurant. As a black restaurant owner, I don't want you to come in here and start twerking and stuff, and now that's the image around restaurant. Hold on. And I'll say this because I compare this to like having clubs and shit in downtown in the Vista and shit. Black clubs in the Vista. There's a reason we don't have a lot of black clubs in the Vista anymore, because people don't go down, like, for our culture, we go and we kind of mess things up for ourselves a lot of times. You know what I mean? People will go. It's not racist, bro. It's kind of real. You have establishment stuff. There'll be a whole bunch of fighting. There'll be a whole bunch of other shit going on. And I'm not saying it's always us that's fighting.
Girls twerking in the chair.
What you mean?
Because that was the part of it. They were standing in the chairs twerking, and he was like, "Don't be standing in my chairs and stuff." But it's.
Don't be standing in my chairs, dog. Like, these are my chairs. Like, somebody else has to sit in these chairs and do shit. Like, your shoes are in the chairs where people sit. We in a restaurant.
Don't be playing Megan Thee Stallion if I can't twerk in here.
You want to twerk? You want to twerk? You want to twerk? You want to twerk?
It just doesn't make sense. I'm just saying,
how does that not make sense? Just because Meg Thee Stallion is playing does not mean you got to twerk in a restaurant, my nigga. Like, that's not what that means. Enjoy your food, have a good time, laugh out loud, do all that shit, but don't get up and shake your ass when I got other customers over here fucking eating that might not want to see that shit. And first of all, from what he was acting like, he did not establish his restaurant to have that image. You know what I mean? And once you do that becomes it's easy for that to become the image of your restaurant.
What's the difference between...
And like, again, I don't know the full... All I know is what I seen, and I agree.
Let's take it.
I don't agree with how he vocalized his
Yeah, let's take it off the restaurant. What's the difference between being uppity and like carrying yourself a certain way, or like having a standard, whatever? Like, what's the line do you draw between?
Oh, the difference being uppity is
Because I feel like a lot of times it's unnecessary, right? Let's say, and I don't know their situation, but let's say everybody's having a good time, but he's the only person upset. That's extra. It's like, why? You could just let it ride. Everybody's having a good time. You're bringing a negative image, but like you're being uppity, right?
All right, so cool. But that if that's not what he want the image of his restaurant to be, and I know you said we're taking away from the restaurant, but if that's not what you want the image of something to be, and even if everybody is doing that in a restaurant, which I don't think that was happening anyway, I think they were in a secluded section or a section of that was not secluded, but just it was a group of them in a little section doing that. I think if you don't want that to be your image, you can't allow that people to do that because you know what's going to happen if you allow it. They're going to come back and they're going to tell friends, "Yo, we was in that bitch twerking and shit." Their friends are going to come, and now you got even more people than was there the first time twerking and shit, and that just grows.
Classical music.
No, you don't have to change the classical music, bro. You just don't have to twerk. You just have to. You have to have standards. And what he was saying also in the video is like, respect yourselves. Don't come out and not that twerking is not respecting yourself and things like that. But we don't know how. Whatever. We don't know how they was twerking and shit. He was just like, yo, respect yourself. Don't come out here doing that shit right there. And I don't think it was a restaurant to be doing that.
Oh, he was in Atlanta though.
Yeah.
He probably was gay. So he was like,
what?
Like that shit. So I could definitely understand. He's like, y'all hoes like how Clifford is on P Valley. Like he got all the rules. Like, never mind.
Nah, because if he was gay, I think he would have been like, yo, twerk your ass off. But
like they like that shit.
Yeah,
go bitch, go.
Yeah.
Nah, but
what was I?
The only reason I brought up the uppity thing is because it's like, what if you had an image for yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And for some reason there was a situation that it went against your image, but it wasn't necessarily anything wrong with it, but it went against the grain, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like if you try to like make sure everybody know that like you're this, that, or third, even though the situation's going on, that's you being uppity. Like,
is that you being uppity, or is that just having a standard for yourself that you want everybody to know that's your standard for yourself?
But like, why does it matter?
Uppity, I feel like uppity is like you refuse to live at a lower level, or like you're just not used to that uppity.
Mm-hmm. See, uppity. It's a thin line. I think it's always. It's one of those things where it's like
snooty, or uppity is just thinking you're better. Not like thinking you're better than other people because you have this, or you're able to have access to this or that. I feel like that's uppity. The way you carry yourself is you have this standard of carrying yourself. Yo, I'm not gonna walk around with my pants sagging a little bit because that's just the way I carry myself. Even if I'm around a whole bunch of niggas who sagging their pants, because it's not because I'm uppity. Or I have my shirt tucked in. It's not because I'm uppity. It's because that's just how I like to dress, and that's like, just my standard.
Keep that shit to yourself, though. Nobody asks.
What are you talking about?
So it's like, I feel like that's the difference between being uppity and not. Like, you make it known, right? That like this is like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, who's to say sagging your pants isn't right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all.
So you're saying you're saying if I saw somebody sagging their pants, I'm like, yo, you shouldn't sag your pants. Matter of fact, just pull your shit up like that. That's being uppity?
Yeah, like who is you?
That's not being uppity, bro.
Who is you to tell
That's
me
not
anything?
being uppity. That's not being uppity. So you're saying going into...
Let them live.
So if you see a young dude like in their teens sagging their pants and you're like, yo, you know, he
ain't killing nobody.
Yeah, he ain't killing nobody, but nigga, there's a better way. You know what I mean?
Better way. Why is it better?
You know what sagging? Not to make this the subject, but do you know that shit?
I'm sure that they.
Do you?
Yes, I've been around for years. And
okay,
years.
So what I'm saying is, so why not educate somebody on some shit like that? Why not? So you're saying in a way, educating people about certain things they might not be aware of is uppity because you're telling them something they may not know.
I got a question. You know, eating McDonald's is bad for you, right? You eat McDonald's?
No.
All right, let's try another one. Soda. You drink soda?
Rarely, like when I'm drinking alcohol.
You drink soda sometimes. Let's not even go in on that, right? Like, it's so many things that we all do that's necessarily.
So you're saying if I was to say I ate McDonald's,
unless you're perfect.
All right, let's say I ate McDonald's. I eat McDonald's. I eat McDonald's.
Yeah, you eat McDonald's. So who are you to tell somebody they can't sag their pants? You do things that you're not supposed to do. That's not good for you.
Being uppity, bro.
Why? It's the same thing. It's like you're being a hypocrite. And I feel like Yes, that's the whole thing about being
That's
bougie
not-
or something.
so-
You're a hypocritical person.
Hypocrite. I feel like to be a hypocrite,
You're
this
trying
is
to
how I
correct
feel. It has
somebody
to
when
be
you have flaws.
no, because everybody has flaws,
So
but
you shouldn't
everybody
correct
can be corrected.
nobody.
Everybody can be corrected in some sense. In some sense, people can be corrected.
You
If not
sure, bro?
corrected, at least guided to a path that's better in some form of their life. Because ain't nobody perfect. There's nobody perfect. There's stuff that you can do to better yourself. There's things that I can do to better myself. This person over here can tell us what each one of those things are, and I can't tell him he's uppity for it.
Can they?
Why can't they?
Because it's like, how do they know that your flaws that make you you?
All
won't
right,
make
I have
you
a
be
question. Are preachers uppity? That's
A lot of
literally what
a lot of 'em.
that's
A
every
lot of 'em.
single preacher
bulk of 'em.
does that.
I think
Every
they're-
single
I
preacher,
think-
their job is to tell you you're a sinner, you're wrong.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
preacher is
Yeah.
a sinner as well.
Yeah.
This preacher is a sinner as well. But every single preacher tells you you're wrong. You should better yourself in the eyes of God. Are
Yeah.
they uppity?
I think they be trolling. Yes.
So
Yeah.
so you're saying every
Well,
preacher is uppity?
I feel like the best preacher is probably just like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
God damn, you do it every time. What?
For real.
What?
For real. Because just
Every
like
preacher is.
how on the sense of how extreme he was on contrast, like you got I feel like the original preachers that was like, oh, you're a sinner, slap you on the forehead, people like spinning, going crazy, like there's like that's just
Every
the fight.
picture,
Yeah.
every preacher is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Not every no.
What
I'm
did you
saying,
say?
Like, one is like they have similar aspects. Of
I'm not saying that.
I say it like that.
I'm not
because
saying
they be trolling.
that.
Trolling
Trolling.
in the times right now where preachers are getting caught doing crazy things,
Yeah.
using the church money to buy
Yeah.
helicopters.
Yeah.
They prostituting people, molesting, like they're
100%
really
agree.
regular people. So
Yes.
to think that they don't try to bring attention to themselves by probably being a little extra on the internet, maybe doing a little of the most, being a little bit extra critical of a live human person, because it's not like they're gonna go to that person and tell them like, nah, I'm going to be a little harsh on you, but it's only because we're on TV. No, they really taking real lives and just going crazy on them, putting them on the internet, exploiting them, and getting money paid for it. Why wouldn't you be just like a rapper? Like right now, if I said something that was, I don't know, crazy, that would be to my benefit. It would be the
like
same
if you
thing.
said something crazy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't. If you think about it, it makes
Nah,
sense. It
you're
just
making
sounds
it.
dark.
You're making it make sense for you. No.
Where's
I don't even know how
Where am I off at it?
So we're talking about being uppity. We're talking about being
Okay.
uppity, and I asked you, preachers, are they uppity? You're
Yeah.
saying every preacher is uppity by your definition of
I
what
feel like
uppity
their
is.
job is paid. They're paid to be uppity. They can't tell
No.
you it's cool to be out there.
And I'm not
having
somebody.
sex
And I'm
sagging.
not
Their
somebody
job
that's
is
for
to tell you
preachers
that.
and things
Oh
like that.
no, wait. I want to be clear. Religion itself is a beautiful thing. Preachers really do help people. They guide people's lives. Like, I understand how important religion and preachers are to their community. So I don't want to undermine that. But at the same time, with the good, you have to take the bad. And there are a lot of preachers that's making a lot of money.
But that
That's
doesn't
really
mean
just
they're up.
exploiting the
Just
world.
because somebody is telling you a way, critiquing you in a way, does that mean they're uppity? Just because somebody's critiquing you and telling you can do something better, because maybe they've seen better, or maybe they've gone along that path and know that path there's a dead end, and they're critiquing
Sagging
you
your
and telling
pants
you.
is not going along a bad path. Robbing, killing, selling drugs.
If I sag my
Those
pants
are bad.
into a job interview, like a decent job interview, am I gonna get that
There's a
job?
time and a place for everything.
Listen, answer the question.
Mm.
If I sag my pants,
Depending on the job.
if I'm going into a bank to get a job at a bank,
No, you cannot sag your pants. to get a
okay,
job at a
okay.
bank.
So
That's
if I
fair.
seen, so check. If I seen a dude walking into it, he telling me, yo, I just random situation. I seen him. He was like, I was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, yeah, I'm about to go in here for this job interview, and I see he got his pants sagged. Am I uppity to be like, yo, you're not gonna get a job going in there with your pants sagging, bruh? Now
That's
I'm
fair.
uppity.
No,
now
that's
I'm uppity.
fair.
No, by
that's
your
fair.
definition, I'm uppity now.
No, because that's a specific situation where you would be helping him.
But
But if
that's
somebody
what
was
I've been-
walking around and low sagging, then you.
Okay,
correcting
first
on
of
him
all,
is
I'm not just gonna look at a random nigga and be like, yo, pull your shit up. That ain't me. First of all,
But
it ain't me, and that's what I would
do. It's people that do.
And it's mostly older people that do that, and I can understand why older people do that.
Are you a conservative?
But no, I'm not. I'm more liberal than anything.
Okay.
Very much so.
All right. I'm just asking.
Not extreme, but definitely liberal.
I think I'm a conservative. But I keep going. No, I made that up.
You are definitely not a conservative. You are definitely you.
What?
You're a conservative.
Nah.
You're a conservative. Right. Right.
I feel like everybody should just be free to do whatever they want.
All right. Anyway, next subject. So, talking about the church thing, God. So I got a neighbor that lives across from me. They have a Mercedes Benz, and on the back of the Mercedes Benz license plate says "From God," and that got me thinking, like, would God bless you with a Mercedes Benz?
Yeah. Would
God bless you with something
He
as
knows what I want.
as?
Shoot, he's blessed me.
Would God bless you with something as extreme? I'm looking for the word. Materialistic, and as
a vehicle or a car. Look,
materialistic as not materialistic, but as not vain, but like. What's the word? I've been not shallow. I've been using it all day because I had this conversation with somebody else today, like a super religious person, today, just to get pick his mind about it. But
what did they say?
He was like, literally everything that happens is a blessing.
Yeah,
and I was like, even the bad shit. He was like, yes, even the bad shit.
Yes,
so I was like, so if you get hit by a truck, is that a blessing from God?
I mean, you was doing something wrong in life.
No, but it's a blessing, right?
Well, because this is a chance for you to learn and reflect off that car hit.
What am I learning? To look both ways before I cross the road? What am I learning?
Look, so if you think, and this is...
All right, so let me get back to it.
Go ahead,
will God bless you with shit like that? Will God bless you with a 14-karat diamond ring? If you get a 14-karat diamond ring, is that a blessing from God?
God bless me with pussy. I'd be like, right. That's a blessing.
Right. Do you believe God thinks on that level, and to think you can know how God, whoever you think God is, or whatever you think God is, will think on any level that you think of? Just kind of do that. But would he be like that?
I've heard two conversations. One, so there's
and I'm speaking about the Christian God. I'm speaking about Jesus God, and I'm that kind of God. That's what, because most people are Christian here.
As long as
would the Christian God bless you with that kind of stuff?
Any monotheistic religion, I feel like will follow this under umbrella. But all right, so let's say of your type of person that you think like everything in your life happened for a specific purpose or a reason, right? So if it happens for a specific purpose or a reason, that means that you were guided to do these things for the good, better, worse, or whatever. You're just trying to learn and be guided. So yeah, I definitely feel like if you was put in a situation to get a Mercedes, that means God put the thought in your head to do whatever you had to do to make the money you had to make, to go to the specific place where you got your vehicle, and now you're in your Mercedes. So essentially, they bless you with a Mercedes, and that's why I feel like God can bless you with booty.
I don't know.
It goes the same way.
No, bro.
God put these thoughts in my mind. He made me DM that girl that day. He gave me the money I needed to go pick her up or buy her wherever she wanted to eat. He put the TV show on that made it work. He provided for the Netflix. Hallelujah. And everything's going to work out. So, yes. So, it's right before.
No,
like,
I feel like.
You,
wow. I feel like God would not bless you with a Mercedes Benz. And this is why. Because God would want you. I don't know what he would want. But God would probably prefer you to go get the car. Like a car you just get around
like
in.
a Honda?
Anything, yes. Or not even just
unless it's a Honda. Unless it's a reliable Toyota.
I really can. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this word.
Because as you more and more you talk about it, you like, yes, God bless you with this house that we're in right now. He blessed us to be in this situation we're in where we can record ourselves and talk about crazy stuff and people like laugh and pretend like they fuck with us.
All right, so I'm mainly talking about materialistic things. So I guess the house would, but like this.
It's
I don't
okay
know.
though. It's okay. Look, we
I don't
all
know that
what-
he would bless people. I don't think God would just be like, "Yo, here's a Mercedes Benz. Here's a Mercedes Benz. I want you. I want you to drive around."
Mercedes will bring more money because they like, oh, you got money, so now I'll give you money because you got it.
Mercedes Benz will make you uppity, right?
No.
Oh,
No,
Mercedes
I feel
Benz will
like
make you uppity.
material things, it don't make you uppity. The way you act make you uppity. All right. So wait, I got a question. It's
I
kinda,
agree with that.
Kind of walk on the lines. A female who has a fake booty, right?
Mm.
Is the fake butt because she's insecure about her body, or is it because she know men are basic and she's exploiting them to get paid money? Right?
Wait, say that again. Because I was thinking about something else.
Girls who don't have body work, most of them feel like girls get body work because they're insecure. Like, oh, I don't know. For some reason, they don't like their bodies, so they're about to go spend all this money on their bodies so they could feel like or get the attention from guys that they need, right? Which I feel like there is a line that is true. But if a girl don't have titties, she don't have titties. Like, it's not like that's in her head or her being insecure. No, you're fucking an A cup, you don't have titties. So if you get titties, that don't make you an insecure person. That just means that you understand. It's like self-realization. You're just trying to better yourself, right? So if there's a majority of women who's like, now when they get their bodies done, what they do, they start the Instagram, they get thousands of followers, like they build a foundation of wealth off of the fake bodies. Because most girls, I feel like, who got fake bodies, they're very sociable people, right? They don't get fake ass and just chill home and sit on it. Nah, they seeing the world on that thing. So do you feel like it's more so nowadays for females to exploit men with their fake booty, or do you think it's still they're just insecure?
I 100% think females who get fake body parts is insecure in that body part that they had enhanced.
That's the first thing.
100% yes, they're insecure about that body part. I don't even know how to unpack what you just said. You just said they get it to
make money.
They get it to
just
make
like how
money.
a person could buy a Mercedes and go to sell somebody something, and they'll buy it because they like, oh, they got a nice car.
That's
I
not
can
the
trust
same.
them. So a
That's
girl
not
will
the
buy a
same.
fake booty so she can go on the internet to start an OnlyFans.
She gets a fake booty because she doesn't think she have a big booty.
Could be like an investment.
She gets a fake booty because she thinks her booty isn't big enough.
Do you think every girl who gets ass shots has a small booty?
Every girl who gets an ass shot thinks her booty isn't big enough. Further leading me to my reasoning of thinking that they are insecure in their selves, and that's why they have to enhance their body parts. They're insecure, point blank insecure. Females who get that
so
shit
crazy.
done, or they allow other people to make them insecure about them.
That's so judgmental.
It's not judgmental. It's real.
That's like, I'm so upset that, like, as a male, you can't really compare it to too much things because men don't get their bodies work done. But like,
yes, they do.
Well, I guess stomach wise, essentially it'd be like, I have a big dick, but I'm gonna make it bigger though, just so I could like take over the world. Right? Like, I don't think every girl who got a small booty, every girl who has a fat ass, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just chill right here. No, I think some girls have fat asses and they're like, you know what? I can make it a little bit fatter. And it's already fat. Why
would a male get their stomach flattened?
So I could go to the beach.
Why wouldn't you go to the beach? Why would you not go to the beach without it?
Because no.
Finish your statement, bro. Finish your statement, bro. Why? And I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about any male. Why would they not?
I'm directly offended because one, I would get, man, you know what I'm saying? If I got rich and they say Drake did it, they say Kanye did it, I'll get abs. I know you like, oh, why not just work out and wake up like every day at 4:00 in the morning and work out for an hour?
Did you just say you got rich? Is that what?
Yeah, if I got rich, it's like I'll get my teeth done, I get some abs, nigga, and I'm taking over this bitch. For real, because it's like, why not? Why not? That's not what you think about when you get money. Like, when you want to just buy houses and shit. Like, what's the weird shit you'll buy with money?
Me and you have totally different mindsets for this kind of shit, bro. And that's why this works, all right? That's why this works, just to say. But me and you, we have totally different mindsets on shit like this.
You work out all you want to and have your abs, nigga. I have these store-bought abs, nigga. Hit the beach running, talking about looking like a chiseled statue, nigga. Oh, boy, let's not even talk about it. I'm thinking about the money already. This shit got to work.
What the fuck? That's what you would do?
No, JK.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. Whatever, nigga. Oh, wow. Yes. Well, anyway, back to the point. Yes, for females, I don't think it's for any other reason other than they're insecure. Now, whatever comes out of getting that fake ass, fake tits, whatever comes out of that, making money, it comes out of that. Cool. But the initial reason for them getting that to make the money is because they didn't think what they had already was enough to make the money. They were insecure about what they had already.
So a girl was telling me that girls had to do thirst traps, right? They had to thirst trap guys because that would be the only way they'll get the attention. Like if they posted pictures, I don't know, wearing a fucking sweater,
right,
that it'll probably get like 100 likes. But if they was showing one butt cheek or their breast out or something, that's
it's a form of insecurity.
So now, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but right now Keke Palmer, she has this skin disease. Really big. I hope that she gets over that.
I don't think it's a skin disease. I think it's something else that causes
skin
irritation.
Well, right now her skin is being irritated like a motherfucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I know at first I was like, that shit's not important. Your faces might be a little messed up, but you're still rich as fuck. You can't go to any fucking place in this world and not know who Keke Palmer is. Why do her face have to be clear? But then I understand that there's a level of insecurity there for guys, right? And I know that a lot of girls, when they're at a certain standard, they wouldn't want to go under their standard. And if they're at that standard and guys are at that standard, they might not have what they're willing to offer. So they'll be more willing to. Well, let me just ask this. Do you feel like the more money you make, if you did become single, Lord forbid, but if you became wealthy and single, right, would you solely date tens? Let's say you're a millionaire. Would you solely date tens?
No.
No?
No. If I was, I mean, I'll be out here looking. Of course, that's the goal. But if I'm on the way to finding a 10, if I find an 8 that's got banging personality, I'm with it.
I think that's big of you. I think that's beautiful.
I think that's real.
It sounds like it, but at the same time, I feel like it's not normal.
How is that? All right, so cool. You get money, you got money.
Mm-hmm.
10 start coming around and shit.
They want you.
They want you for what?
The dollar.
Having a 10 ain't always bad. Like having a 10 is cool.
That don't make the 8.
But a lot of them girls, a lot of them 10s is like real
like
fucked up in the head and shit. Huh?
Just 8's the same way. They just go about it different.
All right. So first of all, I'll say this. I'll start with this. I hate like putting the number to 10s.
Oh,
yeah,
the 8s to 10s.
That's weird. So like to talk about it like that. I
apologize.
Cool.
Attractive and lesser attractive.
Right. If I'm on the way for the sake of what you said, a 10, and I found a 8 on the way that's banging, and like as far as personality and everything, I'm who's this? Why would I leave that to go out here searching for something else, risking losing that, and finding a 10 that's a dummy?
I feel like
because there's a lot of 10 dummies, yo.
10 stereotypes. I think that's the thing. Like how people hate on LeBron, or people don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT for some reason, or like people always want the winner to lose. Like everybody hates Pittsburgh right now, even I do, and it's like it's only because they're undefeated. Well, no, I always hate Pittsburgh, but even still, people don't like winners winning. That's one. Most people did not like Kobe.
So you're saying I don't want the 10 to be like perfect? So you don't want
the 10 to be perfect. You want to make it seem like
no.
The 8
what I'm saying
like regular,
is I'm not gonna leave this 8 who got everything that I want going on to go out here back on the search for a 10.
I don't know how you date. You you meet a girl, you like a girl, she's perfect. Do you just stop there, or do you continue looking because you are still single? Or do you just cuff the first girl that you like?
Okay, no, you don't. No, yeah. If I'm enjoying my time with this 8, and that's weird. if I'm enjoying this time with this girl, and she has the perfect personality and everything seems cool, and it's to a level where I'm thinking about taking it there. Like, cool, we'll take it there. Well, I'm also speaking at the age I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, you know what I mean, it would be like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I would be out here, but it's like now, nah. I'm not gonna go back on the road searching and shit for somebody that's better if this one right here has everything that, you know what I mean?
Well, the conversation came from, there's a woman.
And even when you find this 10, when you find this so-called 10, what are you going to do, bro? I promise you there's an even better 10 out there. So what do you do? Where do you stop?
Turn in the future.
All right, next subject. Next subject. All right. We're going to get away from females and shit for a second. I don't want this all to be about y'all. You know what I mean? Look, is scamming hustling?
Yeah.
Scamming is hustling?
Yeah.
And I'm speaking on like the G Herbo situation.
As long as you don't get caught.
As long as you don't get caught.
Yeah. Because it's like if you get caught, you're hustling backwards.
I would say it's hustling. Yeah, if even if you get caught, it was hustling. It was still hustling. Like, scamming ain't always easy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit you got to do it. You gotta make shit work for it to happen. But can you call yourself the essential hustler? Like, hustling always been like on the corner type hustling, or fucking 9 to 5. I don't know, not even 9 to 5, but 3 job hustling. Is that the same? Is scamming the hustling the same?
See, that's the thing. Well, if you work a 9 to 5, are you hustling? Are you?
Depends on what kind of 9 to 5 you work in, what kind of situation.
That is true.
It's like getting the money.
I don't think working a 9 to 5.
It ain't the same kind of hustling as I'm talking, as to put it in the realm of scamming. 9 to 5 is no. That's not the same kind of hustling I'm referring to. So,
scamming is really the ultimate hustling. Doing illegal things for money is how hustling started, to me. The word itself, right? Like, if you were a pimp, you out there hustling because you working these hoes. If you was selling weed or whatever, selling any type of drug, you hustling because it takes.
It had to be illegal
like
for it to be hustling. And bust.
Yeah, because it's like, why else? Well,
what if you working 3 jobs? We have a single mom back in the day. Like, working 3 jobs. Yo, she's hustling. That's a hustle.
That's a 2020 hustler, right? But I think originally
I would say
that's
a 2020
yeah,
hustler?
like now that it's
that
more
was going
modern,
on way before.
No, but I don't think they'll call her a
going...
hustler though. They wouldn't call her. She's a single mom. She's doing great, but they wouldn't call her a hustler.
All right, so there again, there's different. I don't know, categories of hustling.
The hustlers was the doughboys getting money.
Yeah. All right. But
now,
there's different forms of hustling.
Now, yeah, because it's like it's probably in Webster now, so it's like, yeah.
Damn, I wish I had my computer. I typed up video. What is hustling? What is hustling?
So now I guess having 3 jobs is hustling. Scamming is definitely though hustling. Though I feel bad for Gierbo, but it's like it just shows you that you don't never know where that money come from. You don't never know.
And honestly,
you be like, nah, bro, you rapping.
I've listened to G Herbo. I don't believe he was making all that money from music, dog.
Yo, that nigga, every G Herbo fan, dog, like, they be like, no, I told you he was trash, bro. I knew it. He had to be doing something.
Well, yeah, ain't no way niggas was listening to that.
Name 2 hard songs by this. Look.
I listened to him and everything. He sounded like a Blueface.
He got like one. Yeah,
early Blueface. Like, what? Why are you over there on this beat? Like, why are you out there on this beat? Like, why is shit not mashing up when you say it?
But that's I blame Chance. Chance ruined hip hop. Chance the rapper.
Why? How did he ruin hip hop?
He rap off beat like a motherfucker. When he first started, yes, bro.
Oh, like acid rap?
Oh my goodness. But it's like it was unconventional. It was cool. And then next thing you know, we got Blueface. And I still think Chance the Rapper is an industry plant because I still don't understand how you go from acid rap to a Grammy. But that's beyond me.
That's industry people. He has a label. He has a machine behind him, bro. Just like a lot of these people, Meg Thee Stallion and shit like that. They have machines behind them. Supposed to be independent. Drake has a machine, has a super machine behind him.
He's really the greatest though. Let's not start this, man.
Do you believe?
What?
Bananas going banana pudding.
Yo,
Do you believe?
saying Drake isn't the greatest artist of all time is like saying bananas don't go in banana pudding, bro.
Drake might on numbers. There you go.
On numbers.
On numbers. I personally do not believe Drake is the best artist of all time.
Greatest
artist of all time.
The
greatest artist. The greatest artist of all time. Hell no. One of the greatest artists of all time to me is Prince. Prince, play the fucking drums. Prince, play the fucking guitar. Prince, sing on that bitch. Drake ain't doing that.
My nigga, Prince.
Artists. We're talking about
Prince
artists.
Wanted a feature from Drake, bro.
Artists.
He wanted a feature from Drake, bro.
Artists.
I'm telling you, Drake is out here creating the best music of his
Again,
life.
we're not going to see eye to eye.
All right.
At
so
fucking
again,
all.
it goes back to an argument we had. How do you measure greatness if you can't measure it based on numbers? If you literally just said he numbers-wise he is, that means beyond music. If you actually wanted to mathematically measure how great he was, you would base it on the albums he sell and the songs he released, how much traffic they get, right? Now he's getting flawless. He's flawless. Who can you honestly be like is greater than him? And then you be like, how? This motherfucker sold 700,000.
You base shit on numbers, bro. You base shit on numbers. When you have machines
logic.
like when you have but my thing is when you have these labels behind you, pushing you, how they're pushing you, it's hard to put numbers to then equate numbers to greatness because you have these super huge labels who have super huge influences on everything from the Grammys to all that shit. They have huge influences. You hear people arguing about the Grammys, shitting the Grammys because of how they doing people. You have these huge people behind you. It's hard to say, oh, because of his numbers, he's the greatest now. You can't do that when you have these machines behind you. When I consider somebody the greatest, I consider their content first. Their content. Yes, what they're putting out. Now, I'm not saying Drake can't rap. I'm not saying Drake is a great rapper.
In my life.
That's good.
Never.
I've heard plenty.
Yo,
I've heard plenty.
I got a question. Who they say is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Of all time, they always say Michael Jordan.
All right, he got 6 rings. It makes sense. Who they say is the greatest football player of all times?
Football?
Greatest quarterback of all time?
They'll probably say Tom Brady.
Yeah, because he got 6 rings.
Other people will say other shit. So you're saying because he has 6 rings?
He has more rings than any quarterback ever. So, yes.
But they also say there's people who say LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time. He doesn't have 6 rings. But
he has records on being the top scorer in the league. So it's like he still has numbers to back. And he does have the rings.
But the difference is those things are based upon physical performance.
Yes.
Things that they are doing themselves in this game, doing themselves. They don't have the back office at the NBA saying, yo, when LeBron put up a shot, even if it don't go in and hit the net, giving them 2 points. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to make an image for you. You know what I mean? They don't have that back office type shit doing that for them. On the court, it's just them.
I think that you're trying to take credit. You know what?
Credit for what?
I'm not gonna make this a Drake fan pod, but just know that
Drake is good. Drake he's great. He's great. Greatest of all time? No.
I got Drake over Prince in the verses.
You got Drake over yourself. I know.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not make music.
I know, but I'm just saying you got Drake over yourself.
I'm just saying any artist that you put against him in any shape, form, or fashion, he'll beat in the verses.
In the verses?
Yeah. The only person who will come close is Hove, but it's because Hove will be on a different vibe. And Michael. I think
Michael Jackson?
Yeah. You got to kind of go like back. You got to pull niggas out the grave.
First of all, I don't even compare the two. I'm not comparing Michael Jackson and Drake, bruh. I'm not comparing those two. That is Drake ain't never stood on the stage and bitches passed out and they had to go. They had to take him just from him standing stoically on a stage, just standing there.
You know how great
you never had. When Drake died, God forbid, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. When Drake passes away and he's no longer here, people are not going to kill themselves to be with him. They're not going to do that. I'm not about to sit here and compare Michael Jackson to Drake,
People
bro.
was killing themselves.
People killed themselves to be with him still. It was like a cult shit. Like, people loved Michael Jackson.
That's crazy.
I love Michael Jackson. I fucking love Michael Jackson, dog. I love Michael Jackson. I think he is an amazing artist. I fucking miss him. I miss his music, man. Always love his music.
Yo, that's yeah.
Anyway, so my question was real. Do you believe bananas go in banana pudding? I do.
Wait,
I do. Because there's people out here who believe that bananas don't go in banana pudding. They're like, banana pudding isn't supposed to have bananas in it. Then what do you believe?
One, I feel like that's an ignorant question.
Why? I thought very hard about this question, motherfucker. Why?
Nigga,
I was going through Facebook. I was like, oh, that's what they're talking about.
This is why you don't pick the topics. Every time I let you try.
All right, if I let you pick the topics, it's going to be about ass. It's going to be about somebody's ass. I know. Who the fuck wants to hear about that 24/7?
Everybody.
No, bro.
Real booty versus fake booty.
No, man, oh my God, dog. Answer my question first, man.
No,
bananas and bananas pudding. No.
Yes.
Bananas and banana pudding.
Let's go with
Bananas and banana pudding.
Yes, man. Vanilla wafers too.
Talk about ass, man. Go ahead, man. God damn. Look, I like to think of myself. Look, check. I like to think of myself a little bit more cultured than ass and girls all the time, but I don't know. I might be a little uppity. What do you think?
You uppity than the
Shut the
motherfucker.
fuck
I'm glad we got past that. See if we can come to conclusions.
No, hell no.
People gonna look at us and be like, I wish we communicated like them.
Hell no. But go on with your question. Go on with your simple question. Go ahead. I'll answer it. Yes, go ahead.
Very complicated.
I bet you I have an answer.
Hard hitting.
Go.
Real booty versus fake booty.
Real booty, 100%. Next question.
Why?
What the fuck you mean? Why?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I don't want a female who has a fake body, who had the mindset to say, I'm not enough. Let me go to the doctors and then put some fake shit in me. I don't want a female with that mindset.
You always gotta get so dark. Man.
It's not dark. It's real.
If a girl with her,
I always tell you, it's real. I don't care I don't want a female who's not confident in themselves enough to go out here and really go change their whole body on some fake shit. I don't want no fake shit. I don't want nothing fake like that. Give me the real thing. I want you to be confident in yourself and to be with me. Because if you not confident in yourself and you got to go out here and get a fake booty or a fake whatever, unless you really got to, like you got something going on, that's totally different circumstance. But if you just out here insecure about yourself enough to go spend all this money to put a fake ass on you because other people, you care about what other people, the image of other people have of your body, it's insane. And I don't want that mindset. I could never be in a relationship with somebody with that mindset. I couldn't fuck with anybody with that mindset. Honestly.
I think you being biased against
but I'm uppity.
Women.
I'm uppity.
Because you're being biased
That's
against
bullshit.
insecure. I'll date an insecure woman.
I know you would.
We'll grow together. Because I'm insecure sometimes.
Oh, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You can't build that bridge between people to be like, oh, you're insecure, so I can't fuck with you. You know, she has a story. She could grow. She could have been insecure when she got that booty.
Pay attention to my statement. I didn't say I couldn't date an insecure woman. I said I couldn't date a female who was insecure enough to go out here and put fake body parts inside of them.
Well, is that like
there
high
are
level
plenty.
of insecurity?
No, there's plenty when most women are insecure about themselves about something. Most women are insecure about themselves about something. They might not vocalize it like that, but there's a lot of females who's out. I would say most females out here are insecure about something about their body parts, as most men are insecure about body parts of themselves or things about themselves. But to actually go out here and care enough what other people think about yourself to go and get fake boobs now or go and get fake ass or something like that, and what you gonna do with it?
Gave me chills.
What you gonna do?
What
gave you chills?
Thinking about fake breasts and booty side, JK.
That's what you
JK.
like?
No, I just don't think it's no difference though. I don't think one's better than the other. I really don't think it matters. It could be fake or real. It is what it is. It's just booty.
See, you know what's the difference? You're focused on the sexual side of females. You're 100%. You're 100% focused on the sexual side of females before anything else. Sexual side of females is cool. Sexual side of female is cool. but the mental side is where it's at. That's what you're gonna be stuck with, dealing with for the most part, more than anything, with a female. The mental side of them, and so yeah,
I mean, I feel you. You know, look. If no nigga feel you, nigga, I feel you.
Word.
But so all right, difference in personality. I feel like I could get along with anybody. Like if I really wanted to,
That's fine.
I could put on that face. It wouldn't matter to me. I'm fake as fuck.
Could they get along with you?
Yes.
You think anybody could get along with you?
If I wanted somebody to, yes. I think wholeheartedly that if I was seeking to have acknowledgement or approval for a person, that's easy. All you gotta do is say the right things to somebody, ask the right questions, stroke a little ego, suck a little dick, everybody like you. Figuratively. But like I don't know. I just don't think it's that. The personality.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You know that. You know that's what I say. Like that's how people like. Like everybody wants you to suck some dick. Everybody wants you to stroke their ego.
Bro, stop saying that. God damn. Just say brown nose or some shit. I don't know. Say something else. I don't know.
Ass on the shit on the nose is better. Brown nose.
Better image than it. I will say that. God damn.
Word. Everybody wants you to kiss ass and shit. But realistically, I don't really think about personality. As a matter of fact, I think I'm more
That's crazy
by random personalities. I like random personalities. Like I would be like, damn, that motherfucker crazy. I can't wait to go hang out around them to see like what else crazy shit they gonna do. That it entertains me. I don't take it personal. I don't care enough to.
You're talking about females or just anybody?
Really,
females?
Anybody. That's just my personality in general.
So you'll see a crazy female and be like, "Yo, I want to hang out with that."
All the time. Oh my god.
That's why you single,
like,
nigga.
Sexy. That's
sexy. That's why you single.
Is it?
That's why you single.
No, it's just interesting. I feel like everybody's interesting. Like
everybody's interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
So
but if I see a crazy female over there acting crazy and doing some shit, what do you call crazy? What is crazy?
Well, 2 levels of crazy because there's
probably more than that.
Way more. But uppity crazy is being anal, right? Like real particular. If this ain't in the right place, if that ain't right, if it don't happen exactly my way, I'm flipping the fuck out. Uppity crazy. Then there's ratchet crazy, where it's more like I'll fight you. I don't know. You just see them do some shit. They arguing with somebody at Family Dollar or something. You're like, what the fuck? Don't argue with the waiter while I'm getting drinks. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like I feel like those are the levels. And both levels, I'd be like, damn, the anal girl. I'm like, does she really think she that good? Why? What is it about her? Her pussy is regular. I got to get to know her a little bit more to understand why she hold herself to that self-esteem, right? And then with the crazy girl, I'd be like, damn, you could tell she ratchet because her pussy is that good, and I can see why she arguing with everybody like she the shit. So it's like I like that shit. I like that shit. I don't like regular people. You're not regular.
Okay.
That's why I like you. You're my dog.
Oh, you're my dog too. Roof.
Well, wait. All right. So you believe in aliens?
Yes. I am a believer.
He been wanting to say that.
This is the type of shit I want to talk about.
I know. That's what I did.
Yes. I wholeheartily believe they are out there, man. What's the shit? That shit. Whatever. I don't know. They're out there though.
They watching us.
Yeah, they watching us, man. I just watched the podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast today with I forgot the guy's name. He's French. It's a French guy. He had 2 guests on there. But they were talking about aliens and how they're around and things like that, and they've been around here for years, and the government just wants to keep them secret because they don't know how to handle it. They don't have the answers to the questions that we would ask if they just came out and been like, "Yo, aliens are real." Just imagine if they came out and was like, "Yo, aliens," which they kind of did in 2017. New York Times came out with it, published a picture of the jets. One of the jets was following something around. They posted a picture on the New York Times front page, and it was talking about it. So they're starting to come out with it. But what would you do if they was like, yo, 100% aliens are out here. If you see one, it's normal. You will freak the fuck out. You know what else? You might not, but a whole bunch of... You know what else would change? Religion. religion would take a huge change. Like, what do you do with that?
Aliens
Religion
being real
controls
doesn't make religion more or less real.
What?
I don't believe that. I don't think that aliens exist and make God more or less real.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
So it's like, why would that have a factor on anything?
It would have a factor on religion. It would have a factor on religion. There's been no talk of it in religion. Why is there no talk about it? It would have a factor in religion because it would be
Yeah, I like I said, man.
But it's like they don't have the answers to questions that people would be asking if that was the case. So they just keep it secret till they have more answers. That's what they were talking about. But yeah, to keep it short.
You feel good now?
100%.
Oh, so
100%.
I'll be so mad if that clip has the most views.
I wouldn't.
Oh man.
To be real, it probably won't, but I wouldn't be mad if it did.
It might. But so all right, so somebody told
Do
me.
you believe in aliens? If there is, if you do, leave a comment below. How about that? How you do that?
So I could alien shame you. Call you all sorts of names.
Oh, so you're not a believer? You're not a believer?
I
Come
guess.
on, man. Come on, man.
Yo,
Spock and the boys?
Yo, I just don't think it matters.
What? You don't think what matters?
If aliens,
If aliens are real and it came
real,
out and like it wouldn't matter.
Actually,
Actually, it probably wouldn't matter because
Unless
they
was
probably
killing
just do
us.
the same shit
That
they've been doing all these years, and it's like,
chilling like a
what are we gonna do
motherfucker.
about it? You know,
Mhm.
what are we gonna do about it? But yeah.
I'm proud of us for having a very wide and broad audience that we could talk about all these hard hitting things like the world needs to know.
I'm glad I'm your co-host.
all right,
I'm your
all
host
right,
and you're
all
my
right.
co-host.
Here's a question.
Because we would just be talking my ass all day.
This is
what you about to ask? What you about to ask?
okay.
See?
So wait.
What you about to ask?
Here's a question. I feel like it's just as
Go ahead.
hard
What's
as
the
a
question? What's the question?
Did Tory shoot Meg?
Did Tory shoot Meg? I don't have the answer to that question. I don't have the answer to that question. But I do believe that there is something else we don't know about going on. Like aliens. They are out there. I'm just playing. But
I see how you bridge it.
I do believe that there's other things out there. There's more to the story than what's been led on to believe. I did listen to his album though. I'm not one of them people that was like, fuck Tory now. I listened to his album. Album fire. Album fire, dog.
Yeah.
It's
all
amazing.
the female followers, I hated it. Fuck with your boy. hey.
Yeah, they gonna hate me. I don't care. I told I posted on Facebook that the album was fire, bro. And people was like, somebody was like, yo, not you too, bro.
You don't care about women, bro.
I can separate that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. I do not believe this dude just straight up shot Meg the Stallion. Like, yo, fuck you, boom. I do not, or in the foot. However he shot.
Stop yelling at me.
Yeah, I do not believe he just
that's
straight
not
up
funny, though.
shot
Couldn't
this
have been
girl,
my
yo.
sister. Couldn't have been my sister. Real talk. But hey, all right. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. Who you got? You don't know.
I don't know. We was talking about this.
R&B.
I don't. Nah, I didn't keep up with it. I would say Keisha Cole just because I know more of her songs and shit.
That's a outstanding. So you don't. It's gonna be hard to.
And
talk
Ashanti is so like not old, but
about
older than Keisha. She was out way before like
Keisha.
Right?
I feel like Ashanti is gonna she's gonna play foolish against love, and she's gonna
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, just know the women out there. I know Keisha Cole got it. I feel like she got way more songs, but at the same time, Ashanti on the feature side, it's crazy.
Yeah, on the feature side,
Oh,
but like
man.
you gotta play your shit.
No, you don't. It's
I mean, you can
verses.
play features. You can
I'll
play
feature
features,
her
but
to fucking every song. All you hear is Murder Inc. coming down. And I feel like if
it's
Ashanti,
murder.
If
You hear
Ashanti
Ja Rule and Ja Rule come back after? Like this has come up too?
maybe wait.
I like Ja Rule.
All right, Wu-Tang versus Diplomats.
Wu-Tang versus Diplomats. I'm gonna have to go with the Wu. I am a Wu fan, bro. And when you talk about
Most
Wu-Tang,
of the audience can't even name
talking
more
about-
than 2 members, bro.
that's not my problem. Really not my problem.
Method Man versus Cameron.
Method Man, 100%. I'm choosing Method Man. I don't care. Dude. I don't care.
I guess, man. I don't know. Well, no, I can't even. What?
I'm choosing Method Man. I'm a huge Method Man fan. I'm choosing Ghostface over any of them niggas.
Over Jim Jones?
I'm choosing Ghostface. Get out of here. Ghostface.
The RZA versus Joel Santana?
Now, RZA is a different story. Like, you talking. Yeah, I would choose Joel. If we talk about production, I give you RZA. Rapping, I was not the biggest RZA fan on rap. Like, I was not the biggest RZA fan on rap. But production, cool. I would give that one to Joel's if we talking about rapping. I was a huge Joel's fan. I'm a huge Diplomat fan. I love Diplomats. But I like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's for the kids, just so y'all knew.
Andre 3000 versus Young
Andre
Thug.
3000. You don't even have to tell me anybody. Shut
What?
the fuck up. Andre 3000.
Young Thug could kill Andre 3000, bro.
God.
Oh my goodness, bro.
I'm about to go crazy over here. I'm going to go crazy.
Bro.
Oh my God, I want to scream.
Why?
Ryan, bro. Ryan.
Young Thug was right.
You made me say your name.
Yeah, Young Thug was right. Everybody kept trying to change it. Like, no, he can't say 2 Andre 3000 verses. No, he didn't say Andre 3000 verses. He said I can't name 2 Andre 3000 songs, nigga. I know Outkast got songs. Andre ain't got no songs. So how you gonna make it sound like he's so great when he came out by himself, he's the only person that came out by himself that was weak, trash, almost. The Love Below. Prototype, right? That's what you're leaning on. Hey y'all. All right, man. Whatever you say, but just to say,
we're not speaking on this.
Young Thug would murder Andre 3000 in a battle of 20 songs. Ridiculous, crazy. You see, you don't have to say nothing.
This is your platform. Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm done. I want to hear what you got to say.
There is not a chance in hell. You couldn't pay me to say Andre 3000 would lose to any. You couldn't pay me to say Young Thug in any shape or form was better than Andre 3000. You couldn't pay me to say that shit. You couldn't pay me to say that shit. Like I have nothing for you. I literally have nothing for you. Can you name 2
Andre 3000 songs? Outside of Hey Y'all and Prototype?
Bruh, they were outcast for the longest. They were out. Andre 3000 is outcast. Big Boy is outcast. That's their what do you call it? What do you call it when you're a legend? Like that's their legacy.
Legacy?
That's their legacy.
That's legacy.
That's their legacy. I'm not whatever, man.
I'm a stoner? Fire.
How does that go?
I'm a stoner. What? Classic hits, right? Killed before. See, you don't even know. He got songs. Oh my goodness, that.
Hey, it's real easy to seem uppity to a nigga like this, dog. I would just say that.
It's cool. I would take that because I know you uppity.
Nigga just said, I'm a kill. What was the name of the song? Kill before. I'm a stoner.
Wait,
Come on, bro. Get
I
out
was
of here.
playing with I'm a stoner, but Kill
next
Before
way.
is better
Next
than
subject. We're gonna talk about the decriminalization of marijuana federally. How you feel about that?
I just wanted to see it
great.
get past
I feel
the
great
Senate.
about it.
It just got to get
It
passed.
does have to pass the Senate. You know, I know it's going to happen. It's not going to pass the Senate.
No, because of all Georgia got to do.
Yeah, you're right.
Motherfuckers come out in January. Y'all motherfuckers vote. I'm about to figure out if I could buy some land over there and I can vote. We all vote. And we get this shit going.
Yeah.
And if
they decriminalize, but it's like it's only good for like on a federal level, like on a federal level. So like the feds can't bust in on like the head shops or the smoke shops and take their shit no more.
I feel like your lawyer will be able to beat it if it's legal federally and illegal for the state. I feel like your lawyer will be able to beat that charge. If it's illegal in your state but it's legal federally, and you was to catch a charge, I feel like your lawyer should be able to beat that. Heavy.
I don't know.
Heavy.
It's a state. It's still a
What?
law.
We're
It's
South
still a law
Carolina.
of the
We got
state.
the stupidest state laws ever. We can still beat wives and shit on courthouses on Sundays with switches and shit. So I don't think our state laws are really
Can't be
that
bigger
heavy.
than like your thumb.
Can't
or
be
finger or some shit.
I wholeheartely think if you take your wife out there and try to beat her with a switch and be like, "Oh, it's legal during the state," they're like, "Nigga,
You going to jail.
Lock your ass up.
You're going to jail. 100%. You're going to go to jail. Unless you got a good lawyer. It's actually, it won't be hard to prove. Like, if you got a lawyer, I feel like you can.
With
If that's the
everything, it
law,
don't even
if that's the law, that's the law. That's the law.
It's
You
legal.
better act right.
Illegal. South Carolina,
That's
act
the
like
law.
you know, bro. We out here.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm tired
I
of
wouldn't
fucking
do it.
Canada. Oh, I'm smoking.
What
tired
would you
of-
do,
bro?
No, wait.
What?
What would you do? What would you do if you seen a dude just dragging his girl up to the state house steps, just
Like,
dragging
you
her
still
up
on
the
that?
steps, dragging her up the steps with a switch in his hand, and he beating her going up the steps?
I would
What
check.
would you
I'll
do?
be like, "What day is it?" Oh, it's Sunday. All right. He's within his rights. She must have been acting up. Nah.
That is fucked up.
That is fucked
That's
up.
messed up.
That's some crazy
That's funny
shit,
though.
though.
But if they legalize this shit, if they legalize it in the state of South Carolina, oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Exciting. And you know, cause I'm tired of everybody stunting on us, bro. Colorado, California,
Canada.
Oregon, Seattle, or Washington, even
But
DC.
we in the Bible Belt, dog. Like they don't.
Original 13 colonies.
We in the Bible
We in the
Belt, bro.
worst
Like if
places.
it ain't, if you can't go to heaven off some shit, it's illegal, dog. You can't go to heaven.
You can't go to heaven off of
If you can't walk up to the pearly gates and be like, "Yo, I did this shit,"
South Carolina.
and they won't let you in,
It
it ain't happening, dog.
That's so
But
bad.
yeah. I wonder if you can beat your. I'm not doing that. I was gonna say, I wonder if you can beat your wife in front of the pearly gates.
So
It's
yeah,
legal in South Carolina.
Oh, now see, that's a deep question though. That's a
It's
deep question.
legal in
'cause you
South
said-
Carolina.
'cause
We in
that's
the
what they
Bible Belt.
argue. Law of the land, right? So if it's legal in your land, technically, religiously, it's all fair game. But just think of how many things that were illegal that's immoral, right? So I think that is a very important conversation you harped on. We don't have to get.
I think
go
they
ahead, go
should.
ahead.
I think they should decriminalize marijuana and make cigarettes illegal. That's where it's at. Y'all think that?
Yo, it's so funny. Yo, all you say that made me think like, damn, you got to be 21 to buy cigarettes now.
gotta be 21 to buy
That's
cigarettes.
crazy. You know how fucked that is because they let us go 18 to 21 just doing what the fuck we want to do. And now after we grown, they like, you know what? That might not have been the best thing to do. We should up that shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is crazy. Cigarettes are bad for you. I'm 100% against cigarettes.
See, that's you being uppity again.
That's not
Wow,
being.
I'm 100% against
How
cigarettes.
is that being
So
uppity?
who cares? I smoke cigarettes.
Because I'm 100%
Yeah,
against
yeah,
cigarettes.
'cause
That
you're-
means I'm uppity.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're
and
wrong.
the fact that you said it
You're
felt
wrong.
good. Are you sure?
You're wrong.
Are you sure? Or maybe you just think you're right because
I
you're...
can be against cigarettes and not be uppity, bruh. I don't fucking
Did
understand
you know that only 10% of people
I don't
with
care.
lung cancer... Can I tell my story? Can I tell
Tell
my
your
story?
story.
Only 10% of people with lung cancer actually smoke. It's mainly hereditary, right? That's Googleable facts, right? But at the same time, people do smoke and get lung cancer. But it's a very small margin. So the fact that you feel this
I feel like that's
disdainment
something you.
for
I feel like that's
Newports
something you
is-
tell yourself to make you feel better about smoking cigarettes.
No, nigga, that's facts.
I still feel like it's something you tell yourself to make yourself feel better
So
about
you know
smoking
what
cigarettes.
that equates me to when somebody's give you like wholehearted facts and shit, and you just don't believe it just because.
It's not that I don't believe
makes
it.
me think
It's
that's
not that I
one,
don't believe it.
conservative, uppity, but no, let me tell you a story. So, back in the days, adults used to say the shit that was wrong with smoking weed was that it kills your brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came out that not only do your brain cells reproduce that's what it is. They came out that your brain cells do reproduce brain cells as long as you're exercising your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest flaw of drugs, which was killing your brain cells, because it was like your brain cells die and they don't reproduce. No, that's a lie. Your brain cells do reproduce. So then it's like, well, now that you got that fact, you can't still use that other fact against us that it kills brain cells. I don't know.
Tell me exactly how this correlates with smoking cigarettes.
Because I just told you that smoking cigarettes doesn't cause cancer. And you're still like, oh, but they're bad though. Which they are bad.
Smoking cigarettes doesn't cause cancer?
No.
Okay.
Lung cancer is hereditary. All right, man. Y'all fact check this, please. And then after you do, comment at the bottom how crazy it is and uppity for him to take that and still just be like, nah.
Uppity.
Which cigarettes are
I guess
bad.
that's the name of this shit.
Oh, that's what we're gonna name this one?
Is uppity.
Uppity like
uppity.
a motherfucker.
God damn. Bro. You done ran that in the ground on some bullshit.
Was it me?
On
was
some
it me?
bullshit.
Was it me?
You brought up the whole subject of it.
I brought it up, but all right.
You brought up the subject of uppity.
Obviously,
you called me uppity.
Obviously, that's a
on
triggering
some
thing.
bullshit.
Because I triggered you.
No, because it's on some bullshit. Like if I was actually fucking uppity, I'd be like, yeah, cool, all right, whatever. I'm uppity. I don't think I'm uppity.
All right. All right. hey, I got a question.
What?
iPhone or Droid?
Android. I'm Android by far.
Why?
Because I've had iPhone, and this is a lame subject, by the way.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
But I'm above this subject.
Exactly.
iPhone, because I'm not fucking uppity. I don't think I'm better than everybody else.
Okay.
That's what y'all think.
Oh, right.
But I've had iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. iPhone's cool. Android's just I feel like I have more freedom with Android.
That's what it
it's
is.
I also my thing is I'm a big stickler on not doing what everybody else is doing, and that I'm huge on that. I'm huge on that. And I won't say huge, but I'm big on that. Like, so if I see fucking 50 million people over here with a fucking iPhone, I'm gonna do the different shit just because like I don't
feel like you're better than them.
No, I don't feel like I'm better. It's just I don't like to be. I don't feel like I'm better. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody with an iPhone. But first of all, I think that's super shallow to think that anyway. I think this argument is like to think somebody's better. I hate when people, oh, you're a green bubble, bro. That shit, I feel like that shit's so stupid. Okay, and nigga, it's still a fucking text message. Do you own Apple? Do you own Android? Neither one of them.
Yeah. But there's just something about
this podcast has always been filmed on a Android phone, but. yes.
Shout out to you.
But I just feel like Android is a little bit more innovative than Apple in certain things. Like I do like the this is perfect. I do like the iMessage. I think the iMessage, I think the whole ecosystem of the iPhone is
community.
Cool.
Yeah.
And if you have like the computer and everything, the iPad, having the Apple iPhone is perfect.
And like when your phone's off, but you got Wi-Fi, you can still FaceTime and call and shit.
I don't want to say my phone doesn't cut off because I might seem uppity, but I wouldn't know that. But but
not mine, but I got friends.
But it's just a little bit more innovative. Like even the iPhones have the glass is produced by Samsung. Like the screens on iPhones are produced by Samsung. There's a lot of features that that Android has been doing in the past that Apple is just now getting up. Check. But this is what I wanted to talk about. There's so I was watching another podcast and there was a dude on here, the developer of an app called Signal. And Signal, I wanted everybody to check this out because it's the dude, it's a nonprofit app, right? And so with Android's a big one. So Apple is a little bit more secure with the text messages, but they're not that secure because even the iMessages, they go to an Apple server and they're saved on the Apple server, right? Your text messages have the ability to be looked at by someone else, no matter what. Now, Android and their text messaging platform, their text messages can be looked at by more people than what Apple can. They're a little less secure. Their server is a little bit more wide, and more people have
Joyce Ratchet and
whatever.
Classic.
They have more, whatever. So there's an app called Signal. It's a nonprofit app. I'm trying to put all my people on that I know because I would rather text on that because nobody has the ability to look at what's being sent other than the person receiving it. It acts as iMessage with the bubble. You can see when a person's texting you. It will delete after a certain amount of time if you set it to do that. And you can see whether a person has read or not read your message, all while keeping the security of the message between you and specifically that other person that you're sending that message to. Right? So
I mean, it makes sense.
That's
actually,
a dope ass app. Just
dope.
knowing
That
that,
is dope,
because
yeah.
I've sent some shit
I
through
know
text
shit in the
message
cloud.
that
I know
I
shit
wouldn't
in the
want
cloud.
nobody else to see,
Yeah.
whether it be
Oh, Lord.
whatever.
Straight
Right?
news. Oh, Lord.
Right. So what I'm saying is, for people who have that problem now, I don't have that problem anymore. But like,
I know my news gonna leak. I just put them out.
Signal
on too many
is that app.
platforms.
I encourage everybody to check out Signal, man. The developer, when he was talking on the podcast, he was super cool. He's like, he reminds me of like a hippie. Like he was a white dude with like kind of dreaded type hair and like, oh man, good for the environment type person. He's one of them type people. So it's like it's like I really think he about that privacy type thing. Like he really like about that privacy shit. Android is actually trying to implement a lot of his app inside of their stuff. But it's free. It's a free messaging platform, and I think everybody should try it. Boom, plug for Signal.
They're not paying us for that. Quit posing.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Look, man, I just wanted to end on a high note. You know, thank y'all for rocking with us. I know he's a lot to put up with, and you judge him a lot because he say all these like risky, groundbreaking things. But just know that he's my friend, and I rock with him. All right.
I appreciate it.
Wait. Before we go. Andre 3000 versus Lil Wayne.
Peace, y'all. Oh, but first Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we got, word.
I try to be respectful.
I feel you. Andre 3000.
You
We out,
fucking out your
baby.
mind.
Peace.